Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
No, wait, hold on. All right, start again. Hey, everybody.
Hello there.
Welcome back to the Westcast.
Yes.
So we skipped last week because this guy was
We
hurling his
were on a
guts.
bye week. It was called a bye week.
He was sick.
I was very
So-
sick, yeah. So that's our apologies. We're on bye week.
No, we weren't on bye week. I was not on bye week. I was pulling. I wanted to make my Denver Broncos win this game so bad. I
But
wanted to make
they
that pick
didn't.
so bad. And
Why don't we talk about the Broncos when we get to the Broncos?
yeah, we'll talk the Broncos when we get to the
We'll
Broncos.
jump into
okay?
it.
Like,
We'll update our resume in the later episode, but right now let's just get to the recap.
We'll
week
we'll
10.
do it later. We'll postpone our homework.
Meanwhile,
a little bit.
let's recap week 10. Yes, our homework is late. But we'll recap week 10 now.
All right. So we start off pretty good. We got a Bengals 34-35 loss at the Baltimore Ravens.
This was a great game. I feel so bad for Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow doesn't have defense.
He has no defense. Like, I mean, I saw that it was like the drives between the Bengals and the Ravens. They scored every drive the Ravens did. Or pretty much every drive.
Well, the Ravens have been doing that to everybody though. So
Yeah. But the Bengals, though, was more telling because their defense just keep letting up every ball, dude.
yeah,
I mean,
this wasn't a big Derrick Henry game, but Lamar Jackson had 4 touchdowns. So it's like,
the big steal of the game was Jamar Chase, dude. I mean, look at those stats for Jamar Chase.
yeah, he went off.
He had 59 fantasy points.
Those two,
Sleeper.
that one touchdown at the very end of the game where he just literally just ran by everybody and just scored a touchdown to take the lead.
Yeah, man.
That was, I mean, that's
Unbelievable.
generational stuff.
Yeah.
That's generational stuff.
I'm gonna say kind of a controversial take here. I think Jamar Chase is better than Justin Jefferson.
I think he's.
They're both
faster.
fantastic.
I think Jamar Chase is faster. I think he's definitely more. I think Jamar Chase is more physically more talented than
Yes.
Justin Jefferson. I think Justin Jefferson's just his technique is so flawless that
Yeah.
it's hard to say. They're both 1-1. Come on, they're both 1A. There's no way you could both say that none of them.
No,
are
they're both 1A. Don't get me wrong, but
They're both 1A.
Joe Burrow was one of both these guys in college. That's the crazy thing.
Well, how about Lamar Jackson though? 4 touchdowns, almost 300 yards. People saying he's not a quarterback. I mean, dude, these
The Ravens look like a fantasy. They look like they're looking more and more like a Super Bowl team.
The Ravens better hope they don't find someone like Joe Burrow in the playoffs, though, because oh man, he can ruin their day.
Because again,
He could ruin their day.
what we're not talking about here also is Baltimore's defense. The pass defense still let up a ton of yards, dude.
I know their pass defense sucks.
I mean,
I'm sorry,
they
their
let
pass defense is terrible.
They let up 428 yards passing.
Well, yeah.
Burrow didn't even throw a pick.
Well, and it's because I don't think that the Baltimore Ravens have like the right matchups for the Bengals. They just don't. And the Bengals offense just did whatever they wanted by the end of the game. And then
Yeah.
the Ravens Lamar Jackson had to be Superman and just win the game. Lamar's been playing great this year though. He's been playing so great.
Lamar is the ultimate.
If it's not Derrick Henry, it's Lamar Jackson.
Lamar is the ultimate competitor in this league. Like he's
He's great.
It doesn't matter how bad he plays. If he has like a 50-yard game or a 400-yard game, it's like he just doesn't. It doesn't matter to him. He wants to win.
He's my favorite quarterback playing right now. He's so great. Like, it's hard not to watch him play and think, man, this guy's gonna throw 5 touchdowns today.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't have to throw 5 touchdowns, but he could score through the air, or he can run 97 yards for a touchdown. It's like he's cheat code. He is the game's cheat code. So
All right, and now we get to probably the.
I think the Ravens are going to go to the Super Bowl. I think they play Kansas City again. They're going to beat them.
I know I had Chargers and Lions, but it might be the Ravens and the Lions. Like it's
looking wrong. Yeah, we'll get the lines later in a
like
minute. But
we'll look at those. Yeah, we'll look at that in a minute. But let's
all right,
get to it.
so we get to the unit game, which was the
This
Giants traveling to the
game-
Panthers.
Oh my gosh, this game was so bad. It would not. It went into overtime. This game went into overtime.
So bad. It was such
Dude.
a bad game.
This is the worst thing that happened in Germany in a long time.
If you didn't
I'm
wake
not,
up,
I'm not even saying the other part. I'm just gonna say there's just
if you slept in till the afternoon,
You won.
slate, yeah, you did great.
You won this
unfortunately,
game.
unfortunately, I'm kind of a junkie, and I wanted to see if Chuba Hubbard was going to score a touchdown. He did. Chuba Hubbard is such a dog, dude. Like that is one of the most underrated storylines of the Panthers, man. That Chuba Hubbard he's really good.
this
See with Tyrone Tracy. I mean, Tyrone Tracy had 2 lost fumbles in this game.
Yeah.
It cost him the game, but it's like,
I'm not gonna lie, dude. When the worst thing that happened in this game was when it went in overtime. Like, oh my gosh, this game's gonna keep going.
no, because Tyrone Tracy had 2 fumbles that pretty much prolonged the game. Like you see it on the chart. Like the Giants had one in the 4th quarter, and then all of a sudden,
Dude, like no, this game, like both these teams are like trying to give it back to each other. Like both of them are like trying to like.
no,
blow the game.
it's not both. It's not the teams giving it trying to. Did you even watch this game, dude?
I did watch this game. Dude.
Tyron
This game was
Tracy had
bad.
2 key fumbles that lost him the game.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, he was crying after it. I'm like, dude,
it wasn't just Tracy, bro.
no, yeah, it's not just his fault. Like Malik Neighbors didn't play well.
Click on Daniel Jones' stats.
No, Malik Neighbors didn't play. Yeah, Daniel Jones didn't play well. Malik Neighbors didn't play
No,
well
dude,
either.
Daniel Jones, he's got to go, dude. Look at that.
Malik Neighbors didn't have a catch till like the third quarter or the second quarter.
Daniel Jones had 37 attempts. And he only got 190 yards.
Yeah, look at Tyron Tracy's stats. Like he had a really great game outside of those 2 fumbles, which is really that's really unfortunate for him.
Tracy's fine. I mean, Bryce Young had a good game. They didn't rely on him too much.
Yeah.
Chuba Hubbard's balling out.
Yeah, the fact that Chuba Hubbard has more yards than Bryce Young tells you like what the Panthers' plans are for
Look, the
this
Panthers
offense.
did not have a great game, but the Panthers are at least looking like a better team. The Giants are. I think they resign themselves to the fact they're not making it.
All right, let's move on. We don't talk about this.
But Daniel Jones, dude, wow.
All right, next we got the New England
Oh my
Patriots
gosh.
going up against the Chicago Bears and winning at 19-3 at Chi-Town.
The Bears look bad.
Not surprising. Honestly, this is not a very surprising loss. Did I pick the? Oh, we didn't make our picks.
Yeah, we didn't make our picks.
Oh, right, I just remembered. I'm not surprised by this loss because Caleb Williams,
He's struggling a little bit.
They still need to figure out. I think this is a coaching problem too. I think they need to get rid of him. Eberflus, that was a cool haircut. You did well in the Hard Knocks. It's time to go.
Yeah,
It's time to go.
Well, they got rid of what's his name, their offensive coordinator recently.
Why didn't they they should bring back Cliff Kingsbury.
They should just fire everybody.
Why
is Eberflus still there?
I don't know why they kept him. I really don't know why they kept him. That was not very smart of them.
The crazy part was Harbaugh was available.
Well,
And they kept Eberflus.
yeah, exactly. And I think that this game really highlights the difference between the Bears organization right now and the Patriots. Because, like, look, the Patriots are not a very good team. They're in every game. They are in every single game. They will get one. If you had a bad day, they will get one on you. Like the Bengals did.
And Drake May's looking good too for the Patriots.
Yeah.
And, like he looks young, but I mean, like the Patriots, like they look like they're finally like they know the season's over. So like, all right, what do we play
He's
well?
playing
with?
like he has nothing to lose, which is a good feeling for a young quarterback.
And again, like the Patriots, everybody knows the Patriots weren't going anywhere this year. So everyone's like, okay, what do we got that's good? And I think that's what the Patriots are trying to figure out right now. Like, all right, what's working for us?
Who's gonna go with us?
While the Bears, dude, like it starts with ownership, man. The Bears their coaching staff is abysmal. Well, you heard apparently the players, some of the older veterans for the Bears, they wanted Tyson Badgett to play instead of Caleb Williams.
Yeah, those people are stupid.
But that's saying a lot.
Listen to those players. Like, don't listen to them.
Well,
Caleb Williams is obviously better.
Well, apparently DJ Moore doesn't like Caleb Williams all that much.
How? Did you talk to him? Did you speed dial him?
That's just going through the grapevine right now.
That's just punditry.
Punditry, yeah. It's going through the grapevine right now.
I don't think so. I think that their offense just isn't working, and it's clear that Caleb Williams is not playing within structure. Dude, he has the weirdest sacks ever. Where literally, like, he breaks like 3 tackles, and then he just gets sacked by the 4th guy for a 20-yard loss.
He's trying to play like he's in college.
Stop doing that. Just get rid of throw the ball away.
Or
throw it away.
He's not playing the pocket very well, and
it's like not every play is going to be a game-breaking play. Okay, like please stop.
Like you're not in college anymore, dude. You're in the NFL. Like everybody here is good.
I really want to see Brady commentate a game for the Bears because oh my gosh, he's probably going to tear Caleb Williams apart.
No, he'd
tear him apart because it's like. He just makes stupid mistakes.
If I were the Bears right now, I would fire Eberflus. Just whatever. The season's over.
He's just making dumb mistakes.
If I were the Bears, go get Ben Johnson.
Oh yeah, Ben Johnson would be great for Caleb Williams.
It'd be great for Caleb Williams. And this team's got offensive weapons. They need an O-line. This O-line for the Bears is atrocious, dude.
He has no time to throw. He has no time
to throw, and he also doesn't stay in the pocket really that much either.
Well, that's Caleb Williams' fault though.
I know
that's his. Like, he needs to take responsibility because 3 points, not good enough.
Yeah,
not good enough, man. Like, come on.
Like, he's punting every down. He's punting every drive.
Because he's not throwing the ball right. He's just he keeps putting it in dangerous situations or he keeps taking like 25-yard sacks and just complete or they commit like a stupid penalty, like a holding penalty, and their drive's killed. It's like you can't run an offense like that.
Yeah, like obviously a lot of it has to do with coaching, but a lot of it's Caleb too. Because Caleb's like he's not playing like a quarterback. He's playing like he's in college. Like he can make all these huge plays and like
All right, enough ribbing on the Bears.
You know what I mean? We got to the point. I mean,
they're not losing. They're not winning the. My playoff prediction of the Bears making the playoffs is looking really bad.
So, it is.
I thought they would have figured it out a lot quicker than that. But as it turns out,
Eberflus
experience still wins in the NFL. Experience still wins.
Yeah.
All right, next we got the Buffalo Bills traveling to the Indianapolis Colts and winning 30-20. Yeah, not really much to say about this
Yeah,
game. Buffalo
game.
Buffalo was in charge for most of the game. Jonathan Taylor had a really nice breakaway run. Didn't end up with a touchdown. That was kind of maddening, to be honest. He was like getting open. They should have ran the ball more.
Yeah.
They needed to keep Josh Allen off the field.
The Bills are looking good. The only thing I'll say about the Colts is Steigen's got to figure out if he wants to roll with Flacco or Richardson, bro.
Richardson starting this week.
I know, that's what I'm saying, is he keeps flip-flopping too much, dude. Like, okay, go with one or go with the other.
No, he needs to stay with Richardson.
Stay with Richardson. Like,
Stay with
you're not going anywhere. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to ride that out because they're not winning the division.
Yeah.
The Texans are running away with this division right now. Even if they're not exactly the most talented team right now because of all their injuries, they still have a 2-game lead over the Colts.
Yeah.
And they have the tiebreaker right now, so it's like, all right, man, they just throw it in. Speaking of throwing it in, Vikings win 12-7.
This game, the Vikings.
What a weird score. That's 4 field goals. Because Sam Darnold decided to have a meltdown again.
I think Vikings didn't really take this team that seriously this week.
I think is there a real argument to be made that the more interceptions you throw, the more likely your team is going to win anyway? Because Sam Darnold played terrible this game. Like he
played awful. He had 3 picks.
He had 3 picks.
He had
3 really bad picks too.
Yeah, he did.
Like really bad. But I mean, thank God Mac Jones was playing because oh my gosh,
yeah. Mac Jones did worse.
Just what an atrocious stat line for everyone involved here.
Man, ETN and Bigsby sucked this week too.
5 catches for 40 yards for Justin Jefferson. Like what a bad stat line. What a bad stat. The only touchdown scored in this game was Mac Jones' rushing touchdown.
I think it's safe to say Doug Peterson's job is officially over.
They're not going to fire him until after the season, though.
Yeah, no, they're not going to fire him off.
If they haven't fired him already, they're not firing him until after the season.
No, he's done though. 2-8. Yeah, you're done.
All right, we'll skip my team for now because that's such a heartbreaking chart right there. It's so heartbreaking. That's so heartbreaking, man. All right, we got the Saints the Saints hosting the Atlanta Falcons, winning 20-17. Marquez Valdez scaling an absolute eruption game. Absolute eruption. He had 3 catches for 109 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I want to call it an eruption. That's a great game. I won't call it an eruption.
From nothing? I mean, Bijan Robinson. Well, how about this? How about Bijan Robinson? 20 attempts for 116 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's an eruption.
Oh, finally, they're not using Algier as much.
Well, I think they use Algier to give Bijan Robinson a break.
Cousins didn't throw a touchdown this week.
I've noticed that they carve out like some pretty like 3rd and 1 or something like that. Usually that's how Algier time, or it's like 1st and 10. It's usually Bijan Robinson. Yeah, Bijan Robinson looks great.
Yeah, he does look good.
This is like, I know they lost the game, but I was watching this game like, dude, he's so he runs at a different speed than everybody else. It's insane.
Yeah, not really much to say about this. I mean, Atlanta's good. I think they just got a hiccup. This is a rivalry game, so I think they just had a hiccup this one game. And again, New Orleans, they're not really going very far. I mean, Derek Carr might be back, but their chances are fading.
No, Atlanta's defense is getting injured by the day, so it's going to be tough to trust them.
Yeah, and that's
offense.
And that's the thing about Atlanta.
They got Marcus Valdez-Scantling off of the couch, and he scored 109 yards and 2 touchdowns on him. It's like, Atlanta must be injured because there's no way.
Yeah, well, their defense has always had problems. They got to fix their defense.
No, they're not. No, I mean, they have players.
They do. The problem is it's just never cold. It's just never like.
They should lose games that you don't expect them to lose. All right, next we got the San Francisco 49ers traveling to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and winning 23-20.
This game was actually fun to watch.
This is a great game.
The Niners are looking weird. Like, I mean, I don't know what to say about the Niners, dude.
This sketching me out too.
Yeah,
I know they had all their weapons and they looked a lot better, but even still, they only put up 23 points.
Yeah, like the Bucs. I mean, Baker struggled a little bit this game, but he didn't really struggle. Baker didn't really struggle.
No, Brock Purdy did. Brock Purdy had a freaking game, man.
Yeah. Well, again, Baker's without both the star wide receivers, so we knew they were gonna struggle a little bit.
They needed to run the ball more.
His top weapons, Cade Otton or Rachaad White.
Yeah, they need to run the ball more. Then they're missing Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. That's for absolute sure. That's an absolute certainty. I think probably is. What number do you think Brock Purdy is in the quarterback rankings?
15.
You think he's top 15?
If Shanahan had anybody else, if Shanahan had Caleb Williams.
I don't know.
With his team?
I really don't know. I think Caleb Williams doesn't play in structure. I don't think Shanahan wants people playing out of structure too much.
Shanahan had Joe Burrow.
Oh shit, dude, Shannon Joe Burrow, they'd be winning Super Bowls. He'd be Joe Cool. He'd be the new Joe Cool.
Purdy is the weakest link on this team. He's holding this team back. I know he had a great game here, but
I would
great.
take
He does what he needs to do. Okay, what do you do when I can't when I got nothing for you?
I would take the Niners with Anthony Richardson. That would be deadly.
I don't think Shanahan would put up with that though. Shanahan
would beat it out of him. I think Shanahan could get it out of him. I don't know. I don't think you would want to rerun the Trey Lance experiment again though. The big arm mobile quarterback.
Yeah.
Josh Allen comparisons. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Niners sketch me out. I don't think they're talented enough to beat the Lions. Let's just say that. I think the Lions are a better team this year, for sure. I think, and obviously the Niners aren't going to host the Lions. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like Niners hosting throughout the playoffs was a big deal. That lost Green Bay the game. Imagine the Green Bay Packers hosted the Niners.
Yeah.
Different outcome.
I think the Lions would beat the Niners.
Different outcome.
100%.
All right, next we got the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to the Commanders and winning 28-27. Wild game, man.
Yeah.
Wild game.
Russ is looking like old Russ, bro.
Russ cooked, man. I'm so happy for him.
You didn't like him for a while there.
What do you mean?
You didn't like Russ because he was bad on the Broncos.
Well, I don't like him as a football player. He wasn't making great football plays. As the man, though, like seeing him succeed, that's a great thing.
No, he's good. No, it's good.
Like,
No, I'm
that's a
happy
great
for
thing.
him. Like, no, he's good. He found his team. He just needed somebody to he just needed structure.
I'm happy to see. I'm happy to see him happy, and I mean the fact that he still counts so much dead cap against the Broncos. I'm sure he's probably on cloud nine too.
I think the problem with
It's supposed to be a good relationship. It just didn't pan out.
I
And
think
this Steelers obviously are a better one.
I think the problem with Russ was he was trying to be like a LeBron when he left Seattle. He was like, I could build this team.
LeBron didn't leave Seattle.
He's trying to be like, when LeBron went to the Lakers, and he's pretty much running that team now.
You thought the Broncos were the Lakers?
No, oh my gosh, Cameron! Why are you so hard? No, he tried to be the face of the team of the Broncos, and it just didn't work out. Because
No,
he had Nathaniel Hackett really.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
That was
wasn't
obviously
good
meant
hire.
to entice Russ or.
That was that last hire from the last ownership class, and I think the Waltons, they're like, yeah, we're gonna bring some professionals in here. Let's get Sean Payton. I obviously think we'll talk about that in a minute, but I think the Steelers,
They're rolling. I mean, it's same old.
their defense is going to be hard to beat, man.
Their defense is
Like the fact that the
really
Commanders
hard,
put
bro.
27 on them, they had to pull out all the stops to score
Well,
27.
the Steelers are just bruisers on defense.
Yeah, I don't know how the Steelers would do against like a Baltimore. They play them this week, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, I think they'll play it pretty well because again, that's a rivalry game.
Yeah, and obviously it's going to be just a defensive hard matchup. I have great confidence in the Steelers now, especially seeing Russ actually throw the ball down the field and actually testing the secondaries. He's got the arc on his ball is amazing.
Yeah,
He just drops it right in a bucket. He's got a great touch.
I could see the Steelers beating the Ravens.
I could totally see that too. Like, the Steelers play tough brand of football, so.
Well, it's just gonna be. It depends. Is the Steelers' defense better than the Ravens' offense right now?
You got to keep the offense off the field.
'Cause
The Ravens' offense has to stay off the field.
I think the Steelers' offense is better than the Ravens' defense right now.
I could hear that argument. I think their deep passing game is better than the Ravens' deep defending game.
Yeah.
So
That's gonna be a problem for the Ravens this week.
Yeah, the Ravens' pass defense needs some work. Clearly, they need some work. Jamar Chase has absolutely roasted them.
Yeah.
I don't know if I fully trust that the Steelers are gonna make noise in the playoffs though.
Yeah.
I think if they play a team like the Bills, that's gonna be tough.
Here's the thing. This just feels like the same old Steelers though. They do really well in the season, then they get the playoffs and they win maybe one, maybe two, and then they're out.
They make the divisional round and then they have to go on the road and then they lose. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. This is a different team.
I can still see the Chiefs beating them.
I don't know. Russ looking like Seattle Russ is
He's
that's a very interesting storyline for the Steelers.
Yeah.
That's the one part of their team that always needed work, and it looks like it's working.
It finally worked. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's finally worked. It's actually winning them games now. All right, next we got. Oh, do you want to skip the Chargers? You want to say that for the end?
I guess except for the end, we got 4 games left anyway.
All right, next we got the New York Football Jets traveling to the Arizona Cardinals, and Arizona's just absolutely belt to ass, dude.
The Jets are done.
Absolute belt to ass.
The Jets are.
They're toast.
It's
they're
over
toast.
for the Jets.
Yeah, they're toast. They're 1-5 in away games. They're toast.
Rodgers had to go to the Blue Nickel tent again this game.
Yeah, they're toast. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's what a travesty. What a travesty that if Rodgers didn't tear his Achilles, we might be talking about the Jets potentially hosting a playoff game.
The Jets just feel like a team of mercenaries now. Does that kind of make sense?
They don't feel like a team. Yeah, I think that's right. And obviously Rodgers can try and pretend like he's the great unifier there, but it's like, okay, man, you're 3-7, dude.
You're almost 41. I mean,
yeah, you're 3-7 and 41 years old. Like, sorry.
Like, I mean, Rodgers, like, I love you, buddy, but like, I mean, I remember telling you, he's my favorite quarterback, like, for a brief period.
Yeah, Father Time came for him.
It comes for everybody, dude.
That has to be the topic of a 30 for 30. How the hell did that Green Bay Packers team not win a Super Bowl? They were blowing everybody out.
Everybody's going to point at Rodgers.
They were blowing everybody out. They were literally blowing everybody out. They if you weren't picking the Green Bay Packers to win the North, you're an idiot. It's like, why? Like, you're gonna, like, this is Rodgers' division. If you didn't pick Green Bay against the Bears, like, that was literally like guaranteed. Like, that was Rodgers. That was like prime Rodgers. I think late career Rodgers was prime Rodgers, and he tore his Achilles and he's lost.
Yeah,
like it's over. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, that hurts to say because like Rodgers only getting one ring is that has to be a 30 for 30, dude.
You'll be funny. What if the Jets trade for Sam Darnold and send Rodgers to the Vikings, and then we have basically the reincarnation of Brett Favre all over again?
God, that'd be such an amazing. That is so ridiculous that might just happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Because he's a free agent. I mean, Darnold's a free agent after this year.
Yeah, I think the
that would be so funny.
I wanted to say that about the Vikings game too. I think this Vikings game sold the Vikings on the fact they're like, we need to get JJ McCarthy in pads yesterday.
Yeah,
like we need him in pads. Like JJ McCarthy next season is going to be a wild story.
Yeah, he is.
I can't wait to see him next year.
He'll be fun. I think he'll be good.
All right, and then we obviously Then we got the Eagles traveling to the Dallas Cowboys, winning 34-6. Never a doubt. Literally was never in doubt.
Remember when CeeDee Lamb tried to catch the ball and he couldn't see it?
That stadium sucks.
It's a beautiful stadium. It's just maybe don't put the sun right in your players' eyes.
Put a fucking tarp over it.
Yeah, a curtain or something, dude.
Do something.
Or, like, I don't know, just UV ray. Like, I don't know, dim it with...
Why didn't they do what they did with SoFi? Just refurbish it a little bit. Make sure that the sun doesn't, I don't know, blind your players.
Or how about just a mesh screen or something?
It's not if he's doing that for a tactical advantage, it's not a tactical advantage.
He hasn't won a game at home yet. How is it a tactical advantage?
Are they 0-4? Yeah, they're 0-4 at home.
Yeah. So how is that a tactical advantage?
Huh? All in.
All in.
All in by watching all of our players leave.
Remember that tweet? All in. I love Baron comma. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm so happy the Cowboys suck. It's just beautiful.
They're terrible. They're so bad.
They're a bad team.
I told you, this team's expecting this team to detonate like they did. They just detonated.
I said, it's either the same old Cowboys to go 12-5 and lose the first round playoffs, or they're gonna suck this year, and they suck this year. That's gonna be one of those.
No, they don't just suck. They have detonated. They are in free fall.
Yeah,
you would be safe to bet against the Cowboys every game the rest of the season.
Why would you pay Dak that much money?
McCarthy's a lame duck coach. He's Dak's out. Dak's done.
He honestly has a reason to get Dak here.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, Dak's the highest paid quarterback in the league right now, and why? Why is
done?
Dak?
The Cowboys might be done because like they are paying a quarterback all this exorbitant amount of money for him just to sit on the sidelines and be injured for the rest of the season. You're paying your head coach that can't win games now because he doesn't have his quarterback to bail him out. You have
defense.
You have a superstar wide receiver that you pay that can't catch footballs in your own stadium because you blinded him.
You're 0-4 at home. Your defenses can't stop
Your top defensive star doesn't seemingly want to play there because he's like, this place is a disaster now. With Dan, how about that? Kudos this Dan Quinn guy is a fucking saint, dude. This guy's an absolute saint.
Dan Quinn carried that defense, bro.
Yeah, he is a saint, dude. He absolutely was the deodorant for this team. No wonder why. People always kind of sensed that this team kind of sucked, but their defense just kept winning games.
I kept saying this, dude. Dak's always been an average quarterback. When he was younger, he had Zeke to bail him out.
Yeah.
Then Zeke got older, and then he started to struggle. Then they got CeeDee Lamb. They got all these weapons for him.
Just nuts, dude. It's just nuts. Like Dan Quinn would have made all the difference for that team.
Like, no, dude, the Cowboys are an abysmal failure, and it's hilarious to watch.
All right. Lastly, we have the Detroit. Oh, actually, no. Next, we have the Detroit Lions traveling to the Houston Texans and winning 26-23.
5 picks.
Jared Goff had 5 interceptions, a 50% completion percentage, a 59% quarterback rating, 8 yards per attempt, and won the game.
He just had a bad night.
And won the game.
This is just a bad night for Goff.
That was not a bad night for Goff.
I mean, he won still, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But I mean, Stroud didn't really have a particularly bone-breaking night either.
He didn't win the game. Stroud. This game at one point was 23-6. Like this record, this score with the 5 turnover record. That was a record that held for, let's see, that was from 1970. Yeah. So that's what? That's 54 years ago. Yeah, 54-year record that the Lions had to break to win this game.
The Detroit Lions are like, we're not going to lose this game, and they fought back. They just did.
Incredible. That's incredible. Like
these
kind of wins where you could snake away a win where you absolutely have no business winning this game, but you could just snake one away on the road. That's called the Super Bowl team.
Did Campbell already win Coach of the Year?
I don't know, but
if he hasn't, you give it to him. What are we doing here?
That's a Super Bowl team. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like a team that could be down 26 to or
5 picks,
23-6,
50% completion rating.
It's incredible. It's incredible. All their coordinators are doing great. Yeah,
even when he's playing bad, he's winning.
I always feel so bad. I can't remember their. I can't remember their defense.
Bravo Lions, you guys are proving everybody.
Who's the Lions defense coordinator? I always feel so bad. I always confuse him with Roman Harper.
I thought I knew him. Who was it?
Oh, Aaron Glenn. Yeah, okay.
Aaron Glenn.
I always feel so bad because I always think of Roman Harper.
And I mean, their defense isn't playing bad even without Aiden Hutchinson. But I mean, that's Darius Smith. He didn't play this game, did he?
I don't think he did. I sent down lines. Yeah. Laporta came back from the dead. Amon-Ra did Amon-Ra things. Mechie looked good.
Mechie looked good. The Texans got deep roster. Have a deep wide receiver roster.
Yeah, but I promise, like, Stroud's got to play better, man. Stroud's got to play. Stroud, you have got to win that game. Like, you're up 23-6 on an 8-1 football team. Go win it. They are not trying to lose.
This Texans defense is such an enigma to me. Like, they should look better.
And then they let up big leads.
And then they just fall apart. I don't know what happens to them.
Yeah. Texas still look fine, but it's like I think they just got trounced by a Super Bowl team.
I mean, dude, they got Danielle Hunter in the offseason. They have Stingley Jr. I mean, they got players they got players this offseason on the defense now.
Yeah. And if I'm in the Lions locker room, this should be a proven sign that it's like no lead safe from us.
Yeah, like we're going to win the Super Bowl. That's this team's mindset this year. Like, we're going to win the Super Bowl this year.
I would be so happy if they did.
I would be too. Like
if the Broncos didn't make the playoffs, or they got eliminated, I'd be pulling hard for the Lions. I'd be pulling hard for them. All right, next we got and finally, actually no, we still have our games, and then next we have on Monday Night Football we had the Minnesota Dolphins traveling to the Los Angeles Rams and winning 23-15. This score's a lot closer than the game actually was. Dolphins had this game kind of.
The Rams are weird right now.
Back-to-back fumble play. Like, there were so many turnovers this game.
There were. Dude, the Rams are a weird team right now.
So many turnovers. It was infuriating to see as many turnovers in this game as there was.
This was a weird game because I just don't know what's going on with the Rams right now, man. They're such a weird team right now.
I think Stafford missed plays.
He does.
Stafford missed at least 2 touchdowns to carry him on.
Stafford's looking a bit aged.
His injuries caught up with him, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I think his arm's still alive, but his body's just giving out on him, man.
That's a good way of saying it. Like, he can still throw the ball, but the thing is, like,
also he had a spinal injury. He had a back. He's had chronic back issues.
I think he's
ankle injuries.
I don't think he said it out loud yet, but part of me kind of thinks he's bowling retirement a little bit.
I think he's gonna retire after the season. I think he's done.
This season or next? This season or after next?
No, I think he's done. I think he's done this year.
Part of us be like, I can try to get one more. But when Aaron Donald retired, it feels like, okay, this is probably the beginning of the end.
Yeah, the heart was out for that. I mean, dude, the thing about how
Jared Verse has been a godsend for them, though. Don't get me wrong. Jared Verse has been acting like Von Miller for them.
He's been great, but Jared Verse always has been playing well. He's been doing his best to try and fill in that role. But it's like, dude, you can't fill a hole.
You're not Aaron Donald.
Like, you can't fill a hole like Aaron Donald. Well, especially in the locker rooms, like in their camaraderie and all that stuff. That's a giant vacuum.
Yeah,
that's just gone.
He's the most dominant D tackle.
That's championship pedigree that he has, and it's like, and he's always had that.
Yeah.
And a lot of these players were imports. Aaron Donald was drafted. It's different. The Rams, they don't feel as dangerous on defense. They still feel dangerous, but they're not like on defense. So, all right. Do you want your team to go first? Or you want my team to go first?
You want to talk? Let's talk about yours. Want to just rip the Band-Aid off now?
No. Let's talk about the Titans first because the Titans were a worse game. Chargers had the game.
Fear the moment, Cameron. That's all I'm gonna say. Fear the moment.
Chargers had
Fear the moment.
Is that what the new Jim Harbaugh slogan is?
No, it's who's got it better than us.
Fear the moment. Yeah, exactly. I would say fear the moment. Yeah,
no,
that's what the Chargers like to do. They don't ever seize the moment. It's seize the moment. Not fear the moment.
Karen,
fear the moment means that you're gonna be scared from the challenge.
Hey, Karen, who's got it better than us? Okay, who's got it better than us?
A lot of people do.
Oh yeah,
actually.
You did. You sure shit.
Yeah, Chargers won 27-17.
Well, what's your takeaway, Karen? I want to hear what a non-Charger fan says. Thanks. In your unbiased opinion.
I'm not gonna lie, I was more focused on the Broncos game for this, and I was kind of distraught after what happened.
Yeah.
Secondary still needs work. Will Levis having 2 touchdowns against the secondary, Calvin Ridley obviously roasted him. So I think an alpha wide receiver is probably gonna have a field day against the Chargers, unless I think if they go up against a 1A wide receiver and the offensive line isn't very good for the team, I think the Chargers win. If the wide receiver and the offensive line are both good, I think the Chargers are gonna have problems.
No, I think they got biased once. I'll say that they did get biased once, but then they cleaned up, and then it never happened again.
Cavalier scored 2 touchdowns. I see the stat line right there, dude. It says 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that last touchdown came after they lost. It was like
it's garbage time.
Yeah, it was garbage time. It was a garbage time touchdown.
Feeds families. It feeds fantasy families. All right, and then finally we're gonna end our week with.
I didn't get my review.
What?
The Chargers look great.
They're a 2-7 football team,
all right,
bro.
Fine. Chargers are great,
relax.
and we're going to Super Bowl.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you should put this chart. You should put this chart in the video, by the way. So literally, it's like Chiefs are like 50%, 50%, 50%. Broncos flip it to like 25%, 25%, then 50% Chiefs, and then it was back and forth, and then in the fourth quarter, Denver starts driving, and then it ends up getting up to it ends up getting almost to, let's see,
90. It was definitely not almost 90.
Was it 99%?
92%.
So they got up to almost a 92% win percentage off of a field goal. So they just drove down the field. Obviously, Will Lutz lines up, and they blocked the kick. Denver did everything right to win this game, and they didn't do it. So I think that the Chiefs have sold their souls to the devil. I think that the Chiefs are Satan worshippers. I think that they should. I think all their fans suck ass.
I hate
the Chiefs.
You sound like Alex Jones.
I don't want any good thing to ever happen to the Chiefs ever again. And that's exactly why that they're probably going to end up in the Super Bowl again and probably win it. I've just accepted my fate now. They're 9-0. They could decide when they want to lose. You could have them completely beat at their house, and then an act of God happens where one tackle misses a block, and then Leo Chanel literally just comes in like a freaking
And that act of God,
he comes in like a freaking Akeem Olajuwon and just goes in for the block.
And that God is called the referee.
Oh yeah, okay. So there was another call in this game that I knew we lost it right from that moment. Right when they called the illegal contact, game a first down on 3rd and 20 or 3rd and 15. When I saw the ref throw that flag and they didn't show the illegal contact, I was like, all right, yeah, we lost. That's just how it is with the Chiefs. You have to play perfect for 4 quarters. If you don't play perfect for 4 quarters, they will beat you. They'll find a way. It doesn't matter if it's the last play of the game. It doesn't matter if you drove down the field. It doesn't matter if you did everything right. They're going to find a way to win. It's bullshit. It's terrible. The refs are totally in their pocket. I was like, few calls could go either way. They didn't even show what the illegal contact was on that play. That was a touchdown drive for the Chiefs. If there was a touchdown taken off that board, then Broncos would have won. So, yeah, I mean, obviously I'm lashing out. Obviously, I don't think Chiefs are Satan worshippers. Obviously, I don't think they sold the souls of the devil. Obviously, I don't think that's. I'm being hyperbolic.
I do,
but it's like.
What can you do?
There's no words. You literally have. You're just speechless.
They can't keep getting away with this. They just can't. There's no way this team's.
It's either they're gonna keep getting away with this, or they're gonna get smacked by a superior team.
I think the Lions are gonna smack them.
I would love to see a Lions beatdown in the Super Bowl. A Lions beatdown in the Super Bowl of the Chiefs would be so epic. That'd be so great. Like literally the doormat of the NFL versus the hot shot. Like, oh, we're gonna beat the Bulls of the '90s. I would adore if the Chiefs got absolutely murdered by the Lions, or they got killed by us in the playoffs. That'd be great because Denver could beat them. But like the stats prove it.
The Chargers could beat them.
Prove like Bo Nix outplayed Mahomes. I'll take that in my dining grade. Bo Nix outplayed Mahomes.
No, he did. Look at his yards. He
Well,
got 2 touchdowns.
He almost had he had 50 less yards on 12 less attempts. He had one more touchdown on 12 less attempts. He had a 73 completion percentage, and Mahomes only had a 66, which I mean both are pretty good, but 73 is obviously better than 66.
But you still got to serve the fresh hot L.
Yeah, we did everything right. They did everything right. They're like the Broncos players should not feel guilty at all by that. They literally did everything.
Don't worry,
right.
Karen. Well, the Chargers will avenge you.
Yeah, well, and you know, I would say that this is heartbreaking, but it's like, okay, but we've done this to the Chiefs before too. Where literally like last play, literally first play of overtime, freaking scoop and score, go score a touchdown, go win the Super Bowl. It's like, okay, like we've done this against the Chiefs before too. Like this is just too, like when are people gonna talk about the Broncos and the Chiefs rivalry? Like that's real, dude.
Never.
That's my honestly my favorite rival is the Chiefs. I love playing against them.
Really? I like beating you.
Well, I like it when the Broncos beat the Chiefs. I love it when they beat
Anyways,
the Chiefs.
Karen,
It's so great.
when the Chargers,
that's my favorite.
so
I
when the-
love Chiefs fans.
By the way,
being
when
sad.
the Chargers beat the Broncos next time, which jersey you want to wear? Which jersey this time? You want to do Tomlinson again, or you want to do Gates?
I think you're gonna end up.
Or I can do this Bosa
You're
one.
gonna. I'm gonna make you wear one of these.
The Elway?
Yeah, the small Elway jersey.
All right.
All right, everybody. That's a recap for week 10.
Yeah.
We will have our week 11 predictions out shortly.
You will. Have a good one.